guys, so today I'm here to do a book review, and that is going to be For the Crown's Fate by Abbeyleec. I really did enjoy this book. I think I just read it at a really weird time, so I didn't really appreciate it as much as I would have if I was in the right mind frame for some reason, but overall I really did enjoy this book and I'm so excited to talk about it. And there's going to be spoilers in this video because this is the second book and just, you know, I want to talk about a few things that happened, so I'm really excited to get into it. So this book starts off pretty much as soon as the last one was over, like give a week or two, and everyone's still getting over the loss of Nikolai, even though in the last book we did have a snippet of him maybe being alive, and it was just like, hopefully Nikolai's still there, and he was, and it was really, like, I don't know, with the plot, I didn't really expect it to go the way that it did, with it being like pretty much another Crowns game where they're fighting each other and just everyone's hating on each other and there's just more battle and fighting, and I didn't feel like Vika and Nikolai would be on different sides again, and I just want them to be in love, and even that I didn't get as much of as I wanted. But I was really excited to read the book and the story plot, but I just kind of felt like it was repeating the same ideas, just different circumstances, and I was a bit annoyed with that, but oh well, it was still okay, still a good read. It was pretty good paced and the writing is beautiful as ever, but it's just I felt like it could have gone in a different way, like I don't know what way, but just different. I loved Vika in the book and just how much she loves Nikolai. Like, she didn't want to admit it to herself in the last book, but throughout this book she really was deciding that she did love him, she did want to be with him, but because of he was like evil in this book, which is something else I didn't really like, but she was really strong and fun, and I liked that she was able to develop her relationship with Pasha as well into a really good steady friendship. And Pasha's sister Yuletine, they got like really like Russian names, so it's like, what am I saying? Yuliana, that's her name. She is a character that I always haven't really liked because she's just like, she's what, 12, and she's so firm and stern and just wants to kill everyone, and she's really harsh sometimes, and I'm like, why is this 12-year-old so like getting to me, like what the hell? But I did like the relationship that developed with Vika and her, because before it was really controlling and she just told Vika what to do, and then they really sort of had like this friendship started to develop that I really enjoyed, and just like Pasha and his sister had a really good nice relationship arcs and had like a lot of good talks and were just really there for each other, so all those relationships were good, and Nikolai just kind of moved away from everyone else. But yeah, also with Vika, I loved that like with her powers she was able to like do a lot more things, and we got to see different sides of her power and how she was able to like, because at the end of the book like her hand got cut off by accident by Nikolai, and then he put a metal hand on her and now she can use metal. Their powers is Nikolai's was always more industrial and with buildings and bricks and steel, and Vika's magic has always been very natural, so she can cause storms, she can do fire, weather, you know, all that kind of stuff. So they're very opposites, and working together they have a lot more like interesting stuff that they can do. But when her hand got cut off I was so freaking out. I was like, oh my god, Vika's gonna die, and then Nikolai came in and got her, and I was just like, mate, you did it, you did it. I felt so bad for Vika when she was refused to use her magic, because she has like the band on her wrist, and I was like so waiting for her to like cut her hand off to get this band off her wrist at some point, but then her hand did get cut off and it came off. But like I was so worried for her because she was like, so many things were happening and she couldn't help anyone, and every time she tried to use magic she just caused pain for herself, and I was like, Pasha, just release her from this fucking magic thing. It was so annoying. I just wanted her to be able to do everything that she needed to do and she couldn't, and I was ready to kill someone. I was like, I was so ready, I was so there for that moment of but I really did enjoy Vika's part in this book a lot more than Nikolai's, because with Nikolai he became this really evil guy because his mum was giving him energy, and like his mum, I hate her. I was when she died, and Nikolai did it too, I was just like, just get this bitch out of my face, she's ruining the whole book. Vika and Nikolai need to get together and she's ruining it, so that was good. But yeah, so he had this real dark energy in him, and he was in the dream chair and he had to get out, and then his mother gave him energy and then he was able to break out of the chair, and at first he felt really like strong and uplifted, and then he's just like the darkness started to seep into him and he didn't realize that was what was happening. So as the book went on he just got darker and darker and darker, and things that mattered to him didn't anymore, and like his mannerisms changed and his emotions were not the same, and it was really hard because Vika has honor to her country and the oath, but she, like, her heart belongs to Nikolai, so she also has a constant battle with her of, do I save him and damn the world, or do I kill him and save her. It's just like, it's such a hard decision for her, and she just kept fighting back and forth, back and forth. She made a decision, went back on it, made a decision, went back on it. And I really liked those monologues with her because, yeah, get that emotion out because I'm just so sad right now. Yeah, Nikolai, he was just, I just didn't like this him being evil plotline, and when his mum died I was like, this is good, and then he kept being evil, and like so many people died because he just wanted to be the king because his father is the bloody Tsar, and I was like, oh my god, even in the last book I did not see that coming, and I was just like, oh my god. So he was trying to get into power and his mum was corrupting him, and then all it took was Vicky getting really hurt, and he was like, oh my god, Dub, I'll save you, and then like they got the energy out of him and he was better again, and then Pasha was like, we're not going to kill you no more, we're all good, and I was just like, thank god. But I really did love the ending. But the thing is, like with Vicky and Nikolai, is they've always expressed that they love each other, and I think they kissed once and we never really got any more relationship. Like at the end they like were smiling at each other and happy for each other, and I'm like, but are you together? Because Pasha was in love with Vika, and then that was never gonna happen. Like he loved her, but it's like, it was kind of like Vika was in love with Nikolai and Nikolai was in love with her, and Pasha just kind of liked her, so it wasn't really a epic love triangle because she was already picked. But I just wanted them to have a bit more, like even an epilogue with more of them would have been so good in this book, and I didn't get that, and I was just like, I just love you guys so much. But overall I really loved it, and there was a lot more like magic in this one, and it was really fun. And like I really liked the scene where like Vika locked Nikolai up in an egg. That was epic, and he was just like, bitch, you locked me in an egg, like what? And she's like, yep, you're in an egg, and it took about 10 minutes to get out of it, but it was funny. And I just, oh, I loved it. And like the conversations they'd have, and how Nikolai's always trying to get her to join his side, and they can be the biggest powerful magicians ever, and I'm just like, and oh my god too, like the fact that Nikolai revealed magic to everyone, and the people went ape shit. Like they were freaking out, they were killing people with red hair that looked like Vika, and Vika's trying to like tell them that they're not bad, and then Nikolai is disrupting everything and everyone's freaking out. It's like, this is why you don't tell people that you have magic. It was just, it was too much. The 10th level of oh my god in this book, even though I wasn't like completely feeling it because I was in a bit of like a slump when I was reading this, so I wasn't really connected to the book as much as I would have if I wasn't feeling this way. But overall I really enjoyed it, and I recommend the whole duology. It's only 2 books, so it's not that much that you have to get through, and I just, oh, I love it so much, and I just, yeah, I'm so excited that I read this. But anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed my review, and I'll talk to you later. Bye!